kind of need to put our thoughts and wishes out there while Volition is still in development of the game, so they can at least get an idea of what we want. Alright? Alright, first... Now, these are just 5 items and a bonus item. Now, I'm going to go from 5 to 1, in the order I think. It's pretty decent. First one on the list is, at number 5. It's pretty self-explanatory. Character and car customization. Volition did steer away from that in the past 2 games. I feel like if they do it again, I'm probably never going to play another Volition game again. Or Saints Row game again. I know that sounds a lot harsh, but... I don't know, I really feel like a sandboxing game like Saints Row, I don't want to play as a set character. I want to be able to create my own thing. That's what separated Saints Row from most other open world games that are based in some kind of, I don't know, realistic sense. But, alright, number 4, immersion, a world full of life. Something Saints Row 2, that was its bread and butter, really. That really was, like, the life, the diversity in the city, the way the hoods behaved like hoods, and there was just so much more to the map than it just looking like a rundown New York. Steelport. Yeah. So, Stillwater was hands down the greatest map in a video game. I shouldn't say in a video game, there are probably better maps in my opinion. But this is definitely one of the top 10 on my list of maps, is Stillwater, so if you're gonna make a world, you might as well fill it with life, yeah? Alright, number 3, activities and diversions. This one is gonna be a make or break. Now we're in the make or break zone. So Volition, this is the point to start listening carefully. Activities and diversions is really what made Saints Row very, very special, and is one of the biggest reasons I continue to play it even to this day. Even though it's like 10 or 11 years old, I'm not even sure how old this game is. I was a little Johnny when I first started playing it, let's just put it that way. And I'm 22 years old now, so yeah, I think it's like 11 years old. I was probably like 11-ish when I started playing this. And this is a demo derby. This is a race. You can do races. You can do helicopter assault, which the first level is different from the rest of them, which I find that to be kind of different and awesome. You got Septic Avenger, Chop Shop. You can be a frickin' security detail. You can be like a bodyguard, frickin' cop, an MMA fighter. Those are 2 of my favorites, being a cop and an MMA fighter. You can be a assistant drug dealer. A lot of fun activities. And as far as diversions go, you can do fire truck diversion, paramedic diversion, you can do car surfing, you can literally have sex in a gas station bathroom, for fuck's sake. Like, there's not shit you can't do. They also added, this goes to the immersion part. I know, I'm kind of breaking topic, being a little, so this little scratch that store while I'm here. You can buy music, instead of doing it through the playlist, I wish there was more stuff like that. This is just a little side note. That's nothing related to number 3. I just felt like pointing that out. Number 2. Better combat, weapons, driving, and cars. I just put this all in one category because I feel like it just goes all in one category. I don't know why. It's just the way I believe it should be. Like, if you're gonna have combat, I feel like to some extent driving goes along with that. I think the driving shouldn't suck, the mechanics shouldn't be really wonky. I think that's one thing Saints Row 2 actually did bad, was the driving, and the combat seemed a little wonky. Well, not the combat as much as far as fist fighting, I think it could have been improved upon, but the driving, yeah. Weapons and cars, I think if you're going to add a lot of guns, you should probably add a lot of cars, make it kind of even both hands. If you got good combat, there should be a lot of cars. I mean, if you got good combat, there should be a lot of guns. If you got good driving, there should be a lot of cars, you know what I mean? Alright, number 1, this is going to be a big make or break for me. And I hope Volition breaks their previous habits when it comes to DLCs, because they just kind of put out a short little addition of content, and then they just kind of neglect the game altogether, or they just tweet about it and then eventually they just kind of neglect it. And I'm going to use another game as an example to this, as a game that comes out and fails can easily be redeemed through hard work. And if you put time and change the game to what people want it to be. I'm going to use No Man's Sky as the freaking example of this, because they exemplify a comeback development in a game. If you remember No Man's Sky when that game first released, it was balls of bad. It was bad. It was so bad. But here we are years later, and they're releasing the Beyond update. They're releasing very ambitious updates to their game. Even though that's not going to be their final, that's not going to be their be-all, end-all product, they're still making other games. They're still going to be adding content to No Man's Sky because, well, they want it to do well. They don't want it to just make money. So I hope with the next Saints Row game, it's supported for years to come, because let's be honest, other Saints Rows, Saints Row 2, Saints Row 3, Saints Row 4, they're just not supported anymore. They not only don't release updates for them, they don't patch anything, they don't fix any crazy amounts of shit. Like, they kind of just neglect us to pay modders to fix their problems, which is, in my opinion, a problem, because they don't even release the modding kit. So, and now that actually brings me to my bonus topic. Now, this one is not a make or break for me. I don't think this will be a huge deal if it doesn't make it into the game. I'm really not expecting it. But I think it'd be a nice little addition to kind of, it kind of fits people's niches. Like, because now you get a wider selection of mods. And that's a mod kit. Similar to Skyrim's creation kit. I think if they release that, they can appeal to more niches and different audiences. Now me, I really like Skyrim because of mods. I will not play vanilla Skyrim. It's just not what I do. I refuse to play vanilla Skyrim. If you've ever played modded Skyrim, you would know what I mean by that. But anyway, that's basically my whole wish list for today. I hope you guys agreed with some of this. Now, I know what some of you are thinking before I close this video off. I want you guys to understand there's a reason I didn't list the one thing I know I'm going to get harped on about, and that's the game being grounded in reality. I didn't list it because I just don't see it happening. They're deep in development, and if this is a new Saints Row title, it's probably going to carry off from Saints Row 4. I just want the game to be enjoyable, okay? I want it to be more enjoyable than Saints Row 2. I know they're not going to go back and do grounded in reality, unless I'm completely wrong. It'd be some shit if I look like an idiot right now. I just don't see it happening, guys. That's just my thoughts. I really don't think it will happen. But I want to hear you guys' thoughts on it. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Also, before I close out, I am getting back on my Instagrams. Excuse my grunt a lot, guys. I just have, like, congestion. Well, I'm getting back on my Instagrams, and I'm going to be on there a lot, talking with you guys, sharing memes and shit like that. If you guys want to go ahead and follow me there, I'll leave a link in the description for the video. Also, I record on Mixer when I'm using the Xphone. Yeah, the Xphone. Because I don't have a capture card, I'm kind of a bum in that area of life. Also, I have my Patreon set up. For those of you guys that want to support me, I want to start doing a bunch of crazy cool stuff with my patrons, like doing like weekly giveaways and shit like that. Just like a bunch of stuff where we can all join games together and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically all I want to talk about. Two, I really want to see you guys follow me on this Mixer and Instagram. That's basically it. Both links will be in the description below. Patreon's an optional thing, but I have plans for that. I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Subscribe if you're new to my channel, and like this video if you found it somewhat relatable. Anyway, hope you guys have a good one. Peace.